Let's start with Cam Newton. Sunday, they're supposed to be playing the Patriots, and Lord have mercy. This is one of the prime examples of why, when you're thinking about making a bet on a game, on a fight, or whatever, you should do it at the last minute. You should wait. You should wait in the betting line, whether you're at MGM or wherever you're at, whatever it's called now, to make a bet online or in the casino or whatever you place your bet at. That's why you should stand in line, wait to the very last second, and place your bet. Gather all your information. It's a job. People actually do this for a living. It's actually a job that people really, really get all their details, get all their stats, get all their players, make sure who's playing, who's not playing, injuries, all this other stuff. You get all that, and you make your bet at the last second. Why? Because stuff like Cam Newton happens. It was just reported that breaking news that Cam Newton has COVID-19, and he's scheduled not to play on Sunday versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Dang. I'm talking about, man, I was going to make a bet. I'm not going to, well, I guess I can't tell you because I'm not going to make the bet now, but I was going to bet on the Patriots winning. And Cam was going to, have like 300 passing yards, all this stuff, maybe 100 yards of, or 50 to 100 yards of rushing or whatever the case may be. I was going to bet that. Why? Because it's Cam Newton, who's playing his best football right now. And then you got Bill Belichick. I'm not betting against Bill. Oh, Billy. I'm not betting against him. Why? Because he has shown in his history, if you follow football, if you follow the Patriots' history, Bill Belichick, GM, coach, whatever, he has what it takes because he takes away the opposite team what their best ability is, or he forced the opposite team to beat him a different way instead of their regular way of beating them. So with that being said, he's going to take away whatever Patrick Mahomes' strength is or his target is, and he's going to come up with a game plan for his own team that he always seemed like he's always succeeding in. So the fact now that Cam Newton is not playing, that's been reported. You had this game plan, all these, stuff all this game plan of how you were going to go against the Chiefs. Now you have to change everything because you got Cam Newton who can run and pass, and your backup quarterback who basically can only pass and who's not known for being a runner. So what do? You pretty much got to scrap everything now. So it's like the Chiefs, it's just like it's meant to be. Now the Chiefs going to go, win another game. I don't think they lost yet, so I think it's going to be 4-0. All these different things. So it's like, dang. So my main thing is Cam Newton has been injured throughout his whole career, basically. I mean, it was only probably 1 year where he played almost all the games. By and large, until, he had a certain record, then he didn't have to play until the playoffs started. So, but besides that, he had an injury almost every year of his career. Now, this is not an injury, obviously, but it's a sickness. And with that being said, you're still going to miss games. You're talking about missing Sunday game. You're probably not going to play next week. Because now you got to go into, quarantine and, get tested again and again and make sure you're negative, all these different things until you see the field again. So he might not play until maybe 2-3 weeks you're talking about. So now it's like, oh my, jeez. And he's already under a 1-year deal. And any football player, NBA player, or whatever, they will tell you, 1-year deal, you got to give it your all. Because whether that team that you're playing for or other teams out there, They look at your stats. They look at how many games you play. They look at how consistent you are. All these different things in order to look at you to give you a job. It's like, dang, can't catch a break. It's almost like man. Don't be surprised if a hole is in the wall in the Patriots facility because testing positive and all the things he's been going through, and some is self-inflicted. I'm gonna be, hey, that's what happened when you Superman and this and that, all these other things, saying stuff, all these different things. Some of that is self-inflicted. Some of the things is positive, giving the game ball to the kids and all that other stuff. That's different. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about some of the other things that he's can sometimes over-exaggerate or say the wrong thing in the interview, So, but, dang. And I wanted to make that bet, too. Lord have mercy. But anyway, it's not about me. I don't know. And then you got, we'll speak on the Titans later, with certain amount of players they have, or workers that tested positive. We'll speak on that a little bit later. But all in all, big ups to Cam, the Patriots or whatever. But it's looking like between Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, Tom Brady look like he might be winning so far now that Bill has to do a whole different game plan because his quarterback is not going to be playing. And Tom Brady is over there balling in Tampa Bay. So, we'll see.